Hey there, what is up you guys? I am Jerry and welcome back to the channel, The Chicago Griller. This is the show where I share my favorite tips, tricks, and recipes for the Weber Q. If you think that I can help you out, hit the like button and subscribe. So as it turns out, over half of my viewers to this channel watch from outside of the United States. So those of you might not be aware that Chicago is actually home to a very robust Mexican population. And that means there is no shortage of options on where to get authentic Mexican tacos. That said, it is sometimes difficult to stomach paying $4 or even $5 for a single taco, so it is much more economical to make them at home. So today on the channel, I'm going to share my recipe for carne asada tacos. You don't want to miss this one. Come and check this one out. For today's recipe, I'll be preparing 12 ounces of skirt steak. Flank steak is also commonly used for carne asada, but I prefer skirt steak. No matter which cut of meat you use, set that aside for now and grab a small bowl to prepare your marinade. First up, add 1/4 cup of olive oil to your bowl. This next ingredient is going to cause a little bit of debate, and that ingredient is 1/4 cup of soy sauce. Purists may say that authentic carne asada doesn't use soy sauce, but do you know what? Soy sauce is great for flavor and a great tenderizer. And speaking of flavorizers and tenderizers, we're going to squeeze the juice of 1 whole lime into our bowl. And continuing on, we're now going to also add a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Just about 1 tablespoon will do. Next up, we're going to want a little bit of cumin. Just about 1 teaspoon is all you need. Getting close to the end of our prep here. What we need now is about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of chopped cilantro. And finally, just like just about every other recipe, some salt and pepper grinded to taste. So now that all our ingredients are in the bowl, grab a whisk and whisk all these ingredients together. Now finally, we could grab that piece of steak that we had from before and place this into our bowl. You're going to want to rotate the bowl and turn your steak over a couple of times so that a little bit of the liquid marinade is touching every surface of my steak. Now set this aside and let it marinate in the fridge for at least 1 hour. So after 1 hour, I am ready to grill. So here on a drizzly day in Chicago, I've preheated my Weber Q2000 to a high heat. And the first step is, you're going to lay your steak directly across these grill grates. Now, off camera, I've actually also prepared 2 smaller pieces of skirt steak from a previous cook. With the threat of heavier rain on the way today, I'm just going to put this all on the grill at once. There's just over 1 pound of steak on the grill today. Anyways, once it is all on board, shut the lid and let this cook for about 3 minutes on the first side. After 3 minutes, it's time to check on our skirt steak and give this a flip. And as I turn this steak, I could really smell the aromas from the lime and the soy sauce. This is going to be very, very delicious. Now, skirt steak is a pretty thin cut of meat, so it does cook fairly quickly on the grill. Depending on how hot your grill runs, it's about 5 to 6 minutes total to get to a medium rare temperature. For my particular Weber Q, I know this takes about 6 minutes total. So after 6 minutes of total cook time, I'm going to pull all of my steak off of the grill. Now, before I cut into these steaks, we are going to warm up a couple of tortillas right here on the grill as well, while the steaks rest. So let's go ahead and reset the grill by scraping these grill grates clean. I don't want any carbonized cilantro or steak bits on my tortillas, and I think neither do you. So once your grill grates are thoroughly cleaned up, set your heat down to medium and place your tortillas directly on the grill grates. I like using the Weber Q2000 for this because of the larger surface area. On the smaller baby Q, I can only fit 4 tortillas. Anyways, shut the lid and let these warm up for about 60 seconds, and then head on inside to assemble. First though, we need to cut into our steak and see how we did. So I'm going to cut right down the middle here with my trusty Santoku knife. And even though there's a fatty layer there, you can see it is pink throughout, a perfect medium rare. Let me show you another piece, however. And without that piece of fat there, you could see that perfect edge-to-edge pink. Anyways, continue cutting your steak into smaller bite-sized pieces. Just be sure you use a sharp knife when doing this so you don't lose too much of the flavor. Anyways, assembly is super easy. Start off with a couple of your tortillas and lay down as much or as little steak as you like on each tortilla. Once your carne asada has been added to your tacos, usually at this stage, a server in a restaurant will ask you, would you like onions and cilantro? And of course the answer will be yes. So starting off with some diced white onion, and follow that up with some more freshly chopped cilantro. There's some on that first taco, and some on the second taco. And now to finish it off, some freshly squeezed lime juice. And that's it. Simple. You're done. Fold them up and enjoy your homemade carne asada tacos. These are so delicious, I can start to understand how restaurants can get away charging $4 or $5 a taco. These homemade ones are guaranteed to be just as tasty. Let me know how it goes for you in the comments section below, and I will see you all again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.